Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the today's video, I am going to create the complete project that you can see that you have seen into the demo that I am going to create. So this is the beautiful website that I have created, the note taker application that I have created by making use of the Java servlet and the JSP that I am going to create completely from the today's tutorial. So without wasting a time, let's get started and let me show you the Eclipse IDE. Let me go to the Eclipse IDE and let me create the another project. So here you can see that in front of you, this is our previous project of which demo which I have shown you. So now to create a new project, you have to click on file, click on new, and here you have to choose the dynamic web project, which is the Java servlet and the JSP project. So click on next, and here you can see that here you have to specify the project name. That is, suppose I am going to write the project name as daily note app 2, that is one that I have already created. So here you have to select the target runtime, which is the Apache Tomcat, and nothing specific other than this. Click on next, you have to click on next, then and here also there is nothing to specific here. So here you can see that this is the very important window which is appear in front of you. You have to check that checkbox, that is generate web.xml deployment descriptor. This is very important to deploy your servlets. So click on finish and our project is going to be created in front of you. Daily note app 2, that is going to be created in front of you, as you can see. So now I have to create very first page, that is index page, home page of our project, so that I can run this project and check that whether it is running properly or not. So to create the one JSP file, you have to right click on your project, click on new, and right click on your project, click on new, and click on JSP file, and here you have to specify the name of JSP file as index.jsp. click on next and click on finish, and here you can see that the index.jsp page is appear in front of you. Let me change the name of that file as a home, and let me write some content into the body tag, that is into that HTML form, HTML page. So let me write something like this is a home page of our website. Suppose I am going to write this home page of website. Okay, so now to our project is ready, and to run our project, so our simple application is ready. To run our project, just right click and run as run on the server, and select the Tomcat server. Yes, restart the server, and here within some time the home page of our website will be appear in front of you. So let's wait for some time, and into the Chrome browser you can see the home page of website is going to be appear. So here you can see that the home page is going to be appear in front of you. So this is which is the normal text of the, you can see, HTML page, which we have to convert it to our beautiful project. So here you can see that this is the very simple text you can see that I have added. To creating the website, we require the CSS as well as JavaScript and as well as Bootstrap framework, which is the, you can see, which is framework, which is the designing framework that you can see, which you require. So first of all, before that, let me add a CSS. To add the CSS, let me create the folder, create parallel to our web app folder. Here you can see that this is the web app folder, and parallel to that folder we have to create a folder named as CSS, and into that CSS folder, so first of all let me create another folder for the JavaScript, that is JavaScript files, all the JavaScript file of that going to be into that folder, and another folder which I have to create, which is for the images. If there are some images in our project, so that we can add to that folder. So yes, okay, now we have created the CSS, JavaScript and images folder. So into the CSS folder we have to create a CSS file. So let me create a CSS file here, and let name that CSS file as style.css, and into that CSS file let me add some small CSS code so that I can see whether it going to be run or not. So to the body tag, here you can see that I am going to add the background color of gray. Suppose I am going to write a background color to our body as a gray, and into the index.jsp page I have to link that CSS file. So how to link this, which is by making use of the link tag. Here you can see that link tag, into the href attribute you have to specify the path of that file, that is that file is stored into the css slash style.css css folder slash the file name, and relation is style sheet, as you can see. And we have successfully linked the CSS file to our application. And let me go to the Chrome browser and let me refresh the page, and as you can see the CSS is going to be applied to our project. So here you can see the gray color is going to be applied. So now suppose let me change this to the red. So when I change this red to red, so you can see it gets changed to the red colors, as you can see background of the body tag. So now let me go to the index.jsp page here, and let me create let me create the JavaScript file also, which also we require. So new JavaScript file you have to select, and let me name it as style.js, and here you can see that JavaScript file will be created. JavaScript files are going to be used to give the functionality to our website, that is. So into the style.js file you can see here you have to write something code. Suppose into the JavaScript I am going to write, suppose console.log, like I am going to write. So all JavaScript code should be here. So let me write as console.log, and let me log some text, as you can see, that is the program is going to be started like this. I am going to write. So let us save this file, and this file also we have to link to our index.jsp page. So after completion of the body of the HTML page, or you can add that link to our JavaScript link to into the head section also. So into the head section I am going to write into the script tag, as you can see. In between the script tag you can add the JavaScript to your web page into script src, and here you have to specify the path, which is the js folder and style.js. Okay, now I have linked the JavaScript file also. So let me refresh this page and let me open the console so that I can see our JavaScript is worked or not. So here you can see that one message is there, and let me see, yes, this is the message which says that program is started, so which we have coded into the JavaScript file. So JavaScript is also get applied to our website. So now you can see we have to add the bootstrap also. So here you can see that this is the text you can see into the page, which is not good enough, that is not fancy enough. So we have to make it as fancy. So for that purpose we are going to use the Bootstrap framework, which is the HTML CSS framework, and which is a very popular framework to create the faster websites. So let's search for the Bootstrap, and with the first link, click on that first link, which is getbootstrap.com, and here you have to just click on that get started button here. So click on that get started button, and here you can see that here you have to copy that CDN link. CDN means content delivery network, that is the online link of the CSS that you have to copy. Just copy that CSS link and go to your Eclipse IDE, and into the head section you have to paste that link here. So as I pasted that link, you can see the Bootstrap CSS is going to be added, and not Bootstrap, you have to add the JavaScript also of the Bootstrap, not CSS but JavaScript also. Just copy that both files, you can see, and all the JavaScript file you have to add here. So when you add this, your look and feel of our project is going to be changed. So let you see, when I refresh the page, as you can see the font, you can see the font of the default font of, you can see default font of that body tag also is h1 tag is going to be changed. So now I am going to add some Bootstrap class, that is which is the text primary. Text primary is the Bootstrap class which make the text colorful, and to the body tag I am going to add the container class, which is also Bootstrap class, which going to be add the space around our web page. So let me refresh the page, and as you can see the color of the text is going to be changed to the blue, and the margin or margin and padding also is going to be appear in front of you. So now we are successfully added our Bootstrap to our project also. So now that is we have successfully completed the website of our project, that is a basic setting of our web content. So here you can see that now it's time to create the Java side packaging structure, that is what the logic we are going to build at the Java side that we have to create. So let me right click on my project, let me create a package, some packages, new Java package I am going to create. So this is the helper package, and into the helper package I am going to create one class which is connection provider class, and into that I am going to create a method such that which communicate to the database and gives us the connection object. So let me name the package name as com.dailynode-app, that is, let me create it again, it gone. So yes, so com.dailynode-app, you can see dot helper package. Into the helper package I said we are going to create a method such that method returns the connection object to us while after connecting our application to the database. So what is that exactly, that let me tell you into the further videos. So still there you can just consider that this is the helper package, helper like package which provide us connection object. Okay, so into the similar way we are going to create another package, which is, you can see, just right click on your project, click on new, and click on package, and here you have to give the name of that package. So let me create package. Okay, so com.dailynodes-app.dao, that is DAO means data access object, that is this package. Into this package we are going to create a method such that which are going to be pass the data from the front end to the back end through that methods. Through that methods we are going to passing the data from the front end to back end, that is data accessing the data that you are going to create, such a type of the methods or classes we are going to create. So another package we require is entity package and servlet package. So let me write here servlet package, and obviously into the servlet package we are going to place that class to which we have added the servlet. So to which that is addition, for example login and register servlet, addition servlet, add a note servlet, that type of the logic or that type of the class we are going to place it here. And another package we are going to create which is the entity, that is the entity we require. Entity, it means the, you can see it is the it is the thing that you can see which stores, which acts like the database columns. You can see entity means the user entity we require, so node entity we require, the whatever the tables we are going to create into the database, that much entity we require. So here you can see that, let me tell you again. So here into the helper package we are going to create the connection object, and we got the connection object from that helper package. Into the entities we are going to add the entities of the users, and you can see node, and to the DAO we are going to add the method such that we which access the data from the database to the front end and back end. Okay, so that's it. You can see, let we meet into the next video, so to code further. Okay.